Alright, so my name is Laura Lee Estel, and I'd like to show you guys around the Bluegrass Stockyards. A perfect place to start that tour is right here in our History Museum. The Stockyards with a History Museum, you can see, is certainly not just a place to buy and sell cattle here in Kentucky. It's a place where you can learn about the cattle industry. So this History Museum is not just filled with things about cattle and Kentucky cattle, but in general it's a Kentucky Agriculture Museum with features on early farming practices with our antique plows, and also some information about the tobacco industry in Kentucky. So it's just a wonderful tribute to the rich history that Kentucky has had with the land here. So this way, just outside of the museum, is Breeders' Farrier Supply. And if you want to be a fly on the wall with the horse industry here in Kentucky, stop into Breeders. Every single day you'll see the farriers who do all of the shoeing for all of the horse farms around Kentucky come through here to get their supplies. Of course, it's locally owned by Doug Watkins, and you can meet him anytime you come here. And he's a wealth of information about Kentucky history, Kentucky horse industry. And so we're really happy to have them, because they were our neighbors downtown, and when we moved out here, they came with us.
Great.
So we'll go this way. And along the way through the building, you'll notice photography. This is from Bobby Shiflett. He's a local photographer from Paris, Kentucky. We have his work featured throughout the building. It really is a gallery of Bobby Shiflett. If there was nothing else in this building, you can come and see his work. And he's really renowned within the horse industry, but his passion is ranching and going out west on cattle drives. So you see some wonderful photos of cattle drives the American West as well. And then farming pictures throughout Kentucky. So here on the left, we have Brooks Meats. And Brooks is headquartered out of Walton, Kentucky, which is just 45 minutes up the road. This is a Kentucky proud business. The founder was part of putting together Kentucky Proud in those early days. But they're a wonderful local business. You could get Kentucky beef, pork, poultry products, and plus they're just like the sweetest people in the world to work with.
We picked up beef from here the other day. Oh my gosh, melt in your mouth. Amazingly wonderful. Awesome. Was so good.
So right across the hallway is just the jewel of everything we have going on here. And it's because it's the place to eat. So this is Hayden's Stockyard Eatery. You can get, again, a Kentucky Proud burger. But this is just the pinnacle of Southern food. Dure Markham, she has been cooking as a caterer in Lexington for about over 20 years. And this is her first restaurant, and it has become a local favorite beyond what we even imagined it would be.
You guys, you can't go wrong eating here. I'll just tell you, we've been here about a half dozen times, never ever have had the same thing twice, and you cannot go wrong in there. It is phenomenal and amazing. So please come try it out, especially if you're showing horses over at the horse park, or you're in town with something going on over there. Quick jaunt over here. So Laura Lee, show us what else is here.
Okay, so right behind me, these are the Bluegrass Stockyards offices. So this is kind of the core business that we brought over here from our old location. At the core, we are a place to buy and sell cattle. So you have the sale ring and our offices where farmers come and check in. They can pick up their check as soon as their cattle sell, and then the buyers settle up at the end of the day. And so that part of our business, of course, has not changed. And so I'll take you guys into the sale ring.
Now, if I was just hanging out here for the day, was checking out the museum, eating at Hayden's, and an auction happened to be going on, can I come in and watch that?
Absolutely. It's totally open to the public.
Great.
And in fact, we welcome people to come and see our work. We're really proud of it. So this is the sale ring. Of course, the sale has ended for the day, but this will be where the action happens. Actually, what you're seeing here now on the videos, this is actually an online cattle auction that's going on right now. So they've sold the live cattle that were here at the stockyards, but part of our business is that we can film your animals and use those films collectively in an online auction. So that's what's going on here today.
Perfect. And guys, we did shoot a little bit of video earlier of the auction going on, and so check for that online on YouTube as well. You can see that. That was just a bunch of fun to watch. So I encourage you to stop by someday that is happening. And Laura Lee will mention an event actually that they have coming up in March with a whole bunch of vendors coming and a live auction as well. So at the end of the video, she'll talk about that. But Laura Lee, back to the Stockyards.
Okay, so we have two wonderful retailers here at Bluegrass Stockyards. First, here we have RT Outfitters. They are more farm wear, work wear, but also have just general Western wear. You can get your cowboy boots, cowboy hat while you're here too. And this is where, you know, we all do our Christmas shopping.
Nice.
For especially the guys in our life, they're really hard to buy for. No one's gonna refuse a vest or something to wear when they're working outdoors, or be disappointed with that. So I love this store. Plus they have kids clothes, and I don't know if you have little kids. I have a little boy who's under the age of 2, and you know, he's got the boots, he's got the hat, he's all set because of these guys.
My daughter's first pair of cowboy boots was at 2.
Awesome.
So I completely understand that. Yep.
So on the left here we have the Bluegrass Mercantile. And so they pride themselves on being a store that just features all things Kentucky. So you can actually purchase bourbon and wine here sourced from Kentucky. But you also have all kinds of gear from local distilleries and local horse farms. So this is kind of like, if you just want a general intro to Kentucky and about all the wonderful things that we have here, this is your one-stop shop for that. They're great. They have a wonderful toy section as well. So if you have little kids and they have any interest in cows or farming, this is going to be their favorite place. I know it is for my son. This right here is exactly the first place that he goes when he comes, because he knows that he can play farm when he gets here. He loves it.
That's
Absolutely
awesome.
loves it.
Now, Laura Lee, you guys do special events here at the Stockyards as well. You've got something coming up in March, right?
Yes, a couple times a year we do 4 different markets. So we have one in the spring, one in the summer, fall, and then we do a Christmas market. And our spring market is coming up on November 16th. So on November 16th we have a cattle sale, so you'll be able to see a live cattle sale while you're here. It's something that we like to do because people may come for the market, but they may stick around to see the animals and see what we do, and that's really important for us. The other part of it is the market, which is a totally Kentucky proud market. So we are a space for people creating original products right here in the state of Kentucky to sell their goods. And so we've got people, you know, making their home jams and jellies, jewelry, some leather goods, and it's just a really, really wonderful market and a great way to spend your Saturday here.
Perfect.
Now, I do have one more stop if you're interested in seeing the barn. You want to see the barn?
Sure.